My name is Shayne White. Growing up, I remember my parents divorced when I was pretty young. My story with drugs really kind of took off, starting with a guy. He kind of introduced me to more of the party lifestyle and smoking weed, and I started sneaking out of my house to hang out with him when I was still in school. That led up to when I was 17, found pills, the party drugs, ecstasy, pain medication, and all that. I spent a lot of years after that relationship ended. I spent a lot of years looking for love in all the wrong places. I was basically just on a constant search for the next guy, the next high. Fast forward, I went to my mom's house for a little bit. That's when I became like a functioning alcoholic. Like I was working 2 jobs by day, and by night I was drinking like an 18-pack of beer and blacking out. I got 3 DUIs in 4 months. The turning point was me and my friend tricked a guy. After he fell asleep, we took his car and went to the casino and spent all of our money, and then for some reason wanted to go on a road trip, and the gas tank was on E. We ran out of gas, and like my turning point was just looking down at my phone. You know, being in DUI court, it's the weekend. I know I'm gonna have to test on Monday. I look at my phone and I have nobody to call to tell them that I'm stranded on the side of the highway with no gas. I had burned all these bridges. I had fed all these people lies. I was pretending that my life was a certain way when it wasn't, and I had absolutely no one to call to ask for help. And that's when I just let go of all of it. Through DUI court, I was in outpatient treatment at North Care. I went to my counselor. I told her I needed to go to rehab, I needed help. So she recommended Valley Hope, made the phone call. While at Valley Hope, Hope is Alive actually came out and shared with us a little bit. I was instantly like attracted to the way all the girls looked so happy, like knowing that they were addicts and their life was probably very similar to mine, but they were so happy and they were spending life together. I went door to door from Valley Hope to Hope is Alive. Honestly, like trying to look back on my first few days, I don't ever remember being uncomfortable because everyone was so welcoming and loving and caring and wanted to know about me and wanted to help me and wanted to lift me up. My favorite part about the program is the process addiction. I really dug deep into myself and who I was and who I had been and where problems started, what age, what affected me in the wrong ways. And through that program, I really learned to love myself and embrace who I am and be happy to continue to search and be who God intended me to be. Graduation means so much to me, to be able to complete something hard. You know, I mean, it's easy if you want it, but if you really look at all the individual work that we get to do, like you just see, like I've done a lot of work on myself to get here, and it's very rewarding. The best thing I've found throughout this program was love for myself. I didn't know what that looked like. I sought love from other people and I needed validation from other people to feel whole. I just never expected to be able to look at myself and be okay with what I see, be happy with what I see. Because of that, it's changed all areas of my life. Like the way you feel about yourself is so important because it affects everything. It affects the way you work, it affects the way you interact with other people, it affects how you see other people, it affects your relationship with God. But now that I've like got that intact, like it has made my life 1,000 times better. I wouldn't be able to have happiness, joy, freedom, and love for myself today if it weren't for Hope is Alive and everything that it's done for me.